can actually boost the soil fertility naturally. Things like beans, granuts, because these ones add nitrogen. Why should you buy NPK when you can actually grow beans to fix the nitrogen?
Adiana Kute, UBC.
Brought to you by Bet with 1xBet.
Sports news now, and of course proudly brought to you by 1xBet. We begin with football, where FIFA President Moses Magogo has been elected as the new CAF executive member for the East and Central African region. At the CAF 41st Ordinary Assembly in Cairo, Magogo won Tanzanian counterpart Leo Degar Tenga to the seat. Emon Ngabo meanwhile reports that the cranes prepare to depart for Hoima this Friday.
Moses Magogo has been elected as the new CAF executive member for the East and Central region. The election was conducted at the 41st CAF Ordinary Assembly in Cairo, Egypt. Magogo contested against Tanzania's Leo Degar Tenga, winning with a difference of 14 votes.
Mukisa kuno kwebaza Katonda kubanga yayambezeza wano nasubula kumukisa kuno kutuka wano kyali kiroto kyange emyaka nga 20 emabega buli balumu nembeera omuntu ali ku executive ya CAF ensuubira nti kitukiriza ekyokubiri nti njagala okwebaza ensi za Africa zonna ezitaddemu obwesigwa okunonda ate era ne bannange bekola nabo mu FIFA abampagidde okuba twatandika ekiroto kino kwali tukituseeko benatambudde nabo wano ba vice presidents bange General Secretary Jinseninde timu yange webadde wano ng'enoonya obululu njagala okubeebaza ekisingira ddala obukulu tulina okuyamba ku CAF embeera gye tulimu olwaliro yeetaaga okuyambako nga abakulembeze abato ku lukalu lwa Africa tulina okujja n'ebirowoozo ebipya ebisobola okuzimba omupiira gwa Africa tusobole okuvuganya n'ensi yonna.
Magogo now represents the Central East Zone that has countries like Djibouti, Ethiopia, Kenya, Rwanda, Burundi, Somalia, Sudan, South Sudan, Uganda and Tanzania on all football-related matters at the CAF committee. And in the other news, the national football team has always made it a point to visit and play with regional sides whenever they have an international engagement. A campaign dubbed Cranes na Mutima, introduced by Nile Breweries, not only looks at testing and shaping players, but also bridging the gap with fans who have always longed to see their heroes. As Cranes prepare for their CHAN qualifier game against Somalia, they travel to Chitara region over the weekend. All summoned 23 players will travel to Hoima for a game this Saturday. On Monday, Chitara's side summoned its own squad, selecting the best players from that region. Cranes' team on the other side continues with the non-residential training at Lugogo under coach Abdallah Mubiru. Mubiru continues to heighten his transition style of play that enabled him succeed while at Police FC.
Everyone is working well, everyone is competing, they are cooperative, so their attitude is very positive, very, very positive.
Cranes will later take on Somalia on the 27th at Al-Haj Hussein Stadium in Djibouti, before the second leg game at the StarTime Stadium in Lugogo early August. The winner between Uganda and Somalia will face the winner between Burundi and South Sudan on September 20th. Ngabo Amon reporting for UBC TV.
Netball now, and the Uganda national netball team, the She Cranes, is now left to compete for only 5th or 6th place at the ongoing Netball World Cup in England. Now, this follows a 67-40 defeat to South Africa in a Group G game played at the M&S Bank Arena in Liverpool. Going into this game, Uganda needed victory to boost chances of qualifying to the semi-final stage at the 2019 Vitality Netball World Cup. Uganda started brilliantly and kept within touching distance of the much-fancied South Africans. This, however, only lasted for the first of 2 quarters, because from then on, the South Africans took charge, especially through Lenise Poita, who scored 46 goals. The Ugandan charge was for the third game in a row, almost singularly left for Stella Oyela, whose 27 goals were the highest from any of the She Cranes players. Now Uganda is left to battle for either 5th or 6th position, and that hustle starts with a game against Jamaica, which, if the team wins, will earn it a semi-final date for 5th or 6th position against Zimbabwe, that has finished 4th in Group F. Now, if the She Cranes lose to Jamaica and finish 4th in Group G, then a semi-final against Malawi awaits them. Let's have a look now at the weather prospects for tomorrow.
Good evening, and once again I want to welcome you to the Weather Center. My name is Mollen Kenyana. Well, lately we've had a reduction in wet weather conditions. However, by 9 o'clock this morning, according to the available data, we've had good reporting the highest amount of rainfall, that is 26.2 millimeters. We also had a total of 5.8 across Lira. Over to our satellite analysis, we still have a high pressure system over the southern half of our continent. Now this is pushing the rain belt away from our country, and that explains the dry conditions that we have across most areas within the country. Now tomorrow in the morning, we're likely to start off with a very pleasant morning across much of the country. We're likely to have mostly a mix of clouds and sunshine. Later on in the afternoon, we're also likely to maintain the same conditions. We will be seeing sunny intervals across much of the country. Over to our daytime highs, we're likely to have a maximum of 28. That will be across Kampala. A warm day still across the northern region. We have a maximum of 28 across the Karamoja. And for Kabale Highlands, temperatures will be rising up to 25 degrees centigrade. We move on to some of the world cities who are forecasting sunny intervals across Dubai, Paris, as well as Nairobi. And temperatures in Nairobi will rise up to 22. And for Dubai, we will have a maximum of 33 degrees centigrade. And with that, we come to the end of today's weather report. Thank you very much for joining us. And for more information, please do not hesitate to visit our website as it is displayed on the screen. Have a good night.
Thanks, Kenyana, for preparing us ably for tomorrow's weather. And with that, we've almost come to the end of this bulletin. But before I leave you, let's have a quick reminder of our top stories. In our news tonight, Inspectorate of Government to gate on premises. Judiciary responds to a 400 million shillings toilet facility. DR Congo Ebola declared global emergency. And in sports, FUFA President Moses Magogo elected CAF executive. And that's the end of the news. Thank you so much for having kept us company. On Sign Language, it has been Mugalu Mohammed, and I am Edward Urkidi Kijanangoma, wishing you a blessed night.